poo-poo platter.
Oh my gosh, we made it. Woo! I love the nightlife. I like to boogie. Aloha, everybody. You made it to the weekend. Aloha. Look, we're at a different place we've never been to before. You guys made it through another week. That's great. That's what it's all about. Let's just make it one more day, and we did. We made it one more day. And now we're here. Aloha. Oop, my arm got cut off. We're technically at the Tiki Ti, if technically means not at all, and somewhere else.
Well, right. We are literally technically.
Tech. Wait, I got to find the music. I forgot to do the music. I always forget one thing. That's what makes us us. Professionally amateur all the way. I open show more options. I see a couple people in the chat already. You want to say hi to those people?
Yeah, aloha, Ryan. First
in the room. You know
I'm not late this week. Aloha, Pop Rose. Aloha, Primo, Spam, Pokey, and Tiki Leakies. Happy freaking Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, we switched places.
Josh,
I'm her and she's me.
Good afternoon to you.
Aloha.
Aloha. Ed. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Aloha! All settled in with a late lunch and ready for a heaping helping of the Talk Story Happy Hour.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk. We're going to make you happy. And then we're going to be like, it's over. Yay!
Carla Olsen with all her little pokies.
Oh, look at the...
Jovial Juggler, how is it? Yeah, how is it? Aloha.
How's it? Shaka, shoots cuz.
Fifth Boffo's president loving it. He's loving it.
Yeah, he's got sucked in by the chemtrails, huh, Pokes? Are you going to lick the mic?
Yes, Silverhair.
Can you get electrocuted from licking the mic? I forget. Can you do that if it goes through here?
No,
but people get electrocuted when they're on stage, and you know.
That's because someone like rigs it so.
Oh yeah, you've seen the movies. That's how it happens.
Yeah,
it's usually when they're like in the rain. They're usually
Oldest millennial, aloha, salesman banging, selling crappy type clothes. LOL.
It's a rager. Look out! And James is here too. Callie Dubs. How you doing, Callie Dubs?
Jen Allen, Tiki Tacky afternoon, totes, James.
I'm having a really hard time turning on the music.
Let me be the
so
first
distracted.
to say poop. Let me be the second. So for all of our friends that are here, this is our
well, we tried not to talk about eBay and our work. That a lot of us.
But it crosses over a little bit. But we try to just have fun and try to relax and not stress out about, the daily work life.
He says fiendishly.
Oh yeah, my
try not
cellar.
To. This is the first time we're having some. I haven't had any booze in months.
And you'll never guess what it is.
It is a tiny glass of water, of Corona. It's Mexican water.
Yeah, of all things. It's very Hawaiian. It's a great cocktail. Yeah, right.
Oh, it's my precious little tiny diner glass of beer.
Yeah, so you want to tell everyone where we are today?
Oh my gosh, if you guys didn't know, welcome to Los Angeles. You are sitting, looking at us, faking to be at the Tiki Ti, the best tiki bar. Well, it's not the best tiki bar if what you want is ambiance. It's great, but it's very tiny, very small.
It's really cute.
Let's just go right into it.
Do they call it a hole in the wall?
It's a hole. It's a typical shotgun, old-fashioned. What do they call it? Bar.
Speakeasy?
Not a speakeasy, no. They spoke really loud there. But I'm talking about like a, crappy bar. But they only call it crappy bars. Is there a spider in my eye?
Oh, yeah. They call it it's the best. Wow, we're really bad. We do this like
early onset,
Motorcycle Dork.
Whatever it is.
Aloha.
Welcome everybody to the Friday show.
Dive bar. They call it a dive bar.
Thank you, Biff Boppa. We know that he's going to come in with that, right?
I actually did not see him type dive.
Yeah,
but
he's
yes,
got it.
Thank you. Dive bar. Have you ever been there, Bob?
Bill.
Biff.
Bill.
I have
Biff.
one sip
Billo.
of Corona, and I'm like,
you're wasted.
yeah.
That's what happens when you don't have it for a long time. So this is outside. This is our last trip there, which would have been on the way to Hawaii, 2018, 17. That was the last time we were there. And so this is outside. And then that's us with our friends who went to Hawaii with us last time. That's Spam right here standing. You look really... You're like kind of like a statue. I don't know what you're doing. Exactly.
Maybe I was trying to be a tiki. I don't know.
Well, this was about 5 minutes before you couldn't walk anymore, and I was trying to feed you fries from In-N-Out Burger just to get something in your stomach.
No, that was a completely different time.
Oh, was that? Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm silly.
Which we shall not speak of.
Shall never speak of again. This is Mike and Mike, who own the Tiki Ti. And their husband and wife, their father and son. And then their father, Mike's father, Mike, you wouldn't be surprised to hear that. He started it in 1961. And he came from, I believe, Don the Beachcomber or Trader Vic's, one of those places. And he was one of the famed, there's a great tradition of Filipino bartenders at tiki bars that make the best tropical drinks. And so that's their lineage. Their father worked at one of the old cool tiki bars, then made his own in 1961, then passed it on to Mike, and you could smoke in there like cigars and everything when like just up to like 10 years ago.
Right, because even in the 90s when they made it so that smoking? What is wrong with me?
Yeah,
smoking was not allowed.
It's crack beer.
In public establishments.
Ooh, beer is so good.
They did not
It tastes so good on my lips.
Because they were a family-run business and only had a family working there, they could still allow smoking.
Is this going to be a Frank the Tank night?
Am
I going to end up jogging naked down the street because I had one beer? Things just got carried away. Frank the Tank.
I have to say though, in this picture, the back the back wall doesn't look as cluttered as it really is.
This was probably right after one of their cleanings.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look, no credit cards accepted. You have to have cash.
Yeah.
They don't take checks either. They don't say that, but they don't. This is I think this is a little earlier than the great renaissance of tiki, where now they have all these mugs that people have gifted them and stuff. So it is a little more. This is the guy that ended the smoke. You couldn't smoke there anymore because he was not part of the family. Okay.
It looks like... Yeah, it looks way more cluttered in this picture than that other picture you were looking at. So yeah, we had a lot of people chiming in with dive bar. Yes, and we seem to be the only ones that could not think of dive bar. Jovial Juggler is saying the Okalia. I can't say that. Can you?
Wait, what happened?
I'm really awful with
where
pronouncing
are we?
words.
Tell me where we are, and I'll say it.
The right above Josh and below James, the
Okolehau.
Okay, thanks.
So the Okolehau is bottoms up in Hawaiian. Okolehau.
Okay, nice.
It was also a type of rum too, like a rum. I don't know if it was from Hawaii. I think it was from Hawaii. It was kind of like a gift rum that you brought home from Hawaii.
James is saying, I do not drink alcohol, so I am offended by this line. LOL, of course.
Well, the first 90 of these or whatever, this is the 96th one. We were testing out drinks and having great fun with cocktails.
Yeah, we had a drink practically every single one.
Well, that was kind of the whole point, was the actual tagline of the show is, I didn't even put it on Facebook. So, oops.
Oh.
Is we have a drink, we talk story. But we just, most of the time, our drinks are water.
Jen is here, JRKR 1964. Good afternoon, aloha. Just home from a rummage sale. Ooh, nice. We still don't really have much going on here in Vermont for,
they're starting.
Sales.
They're starting. They're popping up right now.
The trees are starting to bud. The grass
tomorrow
is
there are actually garage sales tomorrow.
Ooh, okay, nice. And then Paul Rose also.
Patricia, welcome, Patricia.
Hey, Patricia. Paul Rose is saying I barely drink anymore, so I'm jealous of this life.
Paul Rose, last time you drank, you ended up on the side of the building in your cowboy boots.
Wait, weren't you hanging from like a sign or something?
All I can picture is the movie Don't Tell Mom the Baby. No, what's the one where it's Elizabeth Shue? That's not.
Should we go big?
Yeah, let's go big.
Do I hit this?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
Well, you can, but look what happens. Then we
Ooh,
get like
we're really big.
I like this though.
Welcome
to my bar. What was the one with Elizabeth Shue? Biff, please. I'm hosting Biff's having a garage sale tomorrow. What? Wow. I wish I was in California so I could come there and look at your amazing garage sale. I like to go to garage sales and ask people. I always ask, what do you guys do? Do you go to garage? I mean, this is for Tiki people. This is for eBay people. But Tiki people are often collectors. And so
yeah, for sure.
They like to look for stuff. Whenever I go to a garage sale, if I see any hint of anything cool, I just ask people, hey, you got some Hawaiian shirts? Hey, you got some Hawaiian stuff? You got some swizzle sticks? You got some old liquor you don't want anymore? Because, by the way, old liquor is great.
Even ask for slides.
Slides. I asked for slides, vacation slides.
Yeah, vacation travel slides.
And that just reminds me, I have to call that lady back. Who remember she gave us all her family slides during the pandemic, and we were going to scan them, and then we haven't finished scanning them yet. Surprise, surprise. And she called me like 2 weeks ago, and she was like, hey. Well, she texted me. She was like, hey, do you still have our slides? She's probably... I think they had like her deceased
we had
husband on there.
We mentioned that we would email her the scans, right? I think back then.
Scans. We're scanning.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Patricia hasn't even had a beer in years. Not keto. It's not.
Oh. Okay.
I clearly am not keto, but I am taking much better care of myself. But this, you gotta have a treat every once in a while. Look at this. For those of you who, does that look like you can see through it? It gets like, oh look, it gets invisible for a second. I like that. Look at that. What's happening?
Oh, weird. It's
science. Or
Ed was saying, don't you mean, oops, it just disappeared.
Try to pretend like you're like a announcer. Try to make like the announcer that was talking
was
about
so
the
awful.
lady that the dude that caught on fire today in New York City.
She was doing a broadcast and somebody said,
she's like, oh my God, and the guy's doing the thing.
She was doing like insane commentary.
I had to leave. I was so stressed out by it. It was insane.
But she was really, for not filming it, because obviously it was a tragedy happening.
She was definitely like, oh, the humanity. She was totally just like riffing on the whole thing.
She was great though at explaining everything that was happening. It was awful and sad.
People are trying to jump off the fence to get to him. Oh, dear.
It was awful. Here we go to death.
Well, he brought up poop, and then we went to death, and now
we need the B word.
Yeah.
But I was going to read Ed's comment. He was like, don't you mean Ray Buin instead of Mike?
Oh, did I say Ray? You're right. It is Ray Buin.
Yes, thank you.
Count on Ed knows. Exotic Ed has the history right. I've known the history for so long, I don't know the history anymore. I've forgotten it all. But it is Ray Buin. Yes, that is his name, not Mike Buin. Although, I want to say that Mike's father, it's 3 Mikes. So I think that the youngest Mike may have had a son. Yes, it was. It was the youngest Mike had a son who worked there for a little while but didn't like it. And then they had to hire the third bartender because all 3 Mikes, count them, 3, were behind the bar at one time.
Mr. Cocktail!
Jib is in the house. Aloha.
We missed you so much.
Abroha.
It looks like you and Jen have been away. She was doing her...
Wait, where'd they go?
Well,
what?
I think, right? She was doing the hula dancing with her hula team.
But isn't that in Montreal?
Oh, was that? I'm not sure.
Well, it's in Montreal. I don't know if they travel or anything. You should get your facts straight, dear. We don't have a lot of time
look
here.
Who's talking.
You don't have a lot of time. They have chemtrails at McDonald's.
Paul Rose was saying, Primo Kimo did a lifetime's worth by my late 30s.
We did plenty.
Oh.
I think. Roadieing for bands. A favorite of mine was van surfing down the motorway through town. Yes.
Whoa.
Like he was Teen Wolf. Paul Rawls is Teen Wolf. Yeah, they don't put up with anything anymore. You can't have any fun. Your kids just can't go out at night. Nobody cubes anymore. You get a giant ice cube and you go to like a nice golf course and you slide down the hills on the slippery cube and then your butt's wet. But everybody's butt's wet. So everybody's running around with wet butts. It's good times. Come on.
Jim, if you did not notice or hear where we are.
We're at the Tiki Ti. Yeah.
Broadcasting live
Yeah.
from the Tiki Ti.
It's closed right now, but we got in. We came in through the roof.
As saying he just heard a horn noise in his hallway.
Oh dear. It could be our actual horn. It's pretty loud. It may have made it all the way over
Yes,
to your
Jim
house.
was saying it was up in Montreal and that she was awesome. Of course she was, I'm sure.
She probably can teach it at this point.
I
Well, she
know.
does actually teach it, I think.
I'm still waiting
She
for
gives
her to
instruction.
perform at well, she does do the silent auction at Ohana, but it'd be
What do you mean?
sometimes
what are you
she
waiting?
does. I'm waiting for her to perform like with her group.
Oh, at Ohana, I see.
Yeah.
Because she performs by herself every year, I think.
Yeah, like at the silent auction. Mhm.
Yeah. Not the silent one, at the actual
Oh,
loud
I'm sorry,
one.
right. The
The-
poolside.
a loud
yeah,
auction.
Yeah, right. I mean poolside.
It's okay. It's okay. You had half a beer. I remember my first beer. It was awesome. Oh, it's Friday. I'm so excited to have Friday. Does everybody have like any weekend plans? Because we're here in LA, so that's what we're doing. We're going to all the Tiki. I mean, all the
We're
Tiki
gonna go
Tis.
to In-N-Out.
We're going to all the In-N-Out burgers in LA. That's what we do. I'm just trying to actually catch up. Wait, I'm supposed to be using this one. We're not actually behind. I like this show. This show has a nice amount of comments. Not overwhelmed. Oh, no major wins not here yet. Oh no. He could come meet us right now.
Dare
He could just come here and meet us.
Oh yeah.
Because he's in LA. So could Callie Debs could just drive over here and meet us right now.
How far away is Biff?
We're thinking about you this weekend, Callie Debs.
Yes, we are. Tomorrow's a big day.
And we're also thinking about
Poo-poo platter.
we love poo-poo platters. You know what? One day we'll have a poo-poo platter here.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we have we have poo-poo platters. Like the actual
the tray, the monkey
serving
pod,
ware, yeah.
the monkey pod trays. Ooh, Ed's gonna go investigate.
the horn in his hallway.
I'm back. There are some people moving into the apartment down the hall from me. Mystery solved.
I hope they don't
So what
like
are they
fish.
doing though? Playing air horns for?
I hope they don't like fish. I always hated it when someone new moved in and they were fish eaters. Did that ever happen to me? I think I just made that up. But if I was living in an apartment and someone next door ate fish, I've always thought about that was the one reason I just can't share walls with people because of their fish. Did that really happen? Or did I just dream that? Because I'm trying to think of where I lived where someone was cooking fish all the time.
I don't know.
Nowhere. I did live in this one apartment where my bedroom was it's way back in the day, but I don't even think I was 21 yet. And I lived in a room that was in the kitchen. And then somebody left all the chicken wings or something in the garbage, and there was a line of ants, and they were like all over my bed. And I wanted to go to bed so bad, and I had to clean up the ants.
Ants.
Yeah.
James came in with the boobs.
Yeah, nice. He started it with the poop, and he ended it with the boobs. That's how he does it.
This is our James.
That's how we do it, too. And then the question is, am I gonna have a second one? Because once you have one, is one enough? It's like kind of crazy at this point. I feel a little bit like
You're
Dean
out of
Martin.
control.
Dean Martin. I have 8 ounces of beer. That's more than 3 fingers. 3 fingers of beer.
Ooh, Oh, it looks like Josh. Okay. So
What's Josh saying?
Josh is saying, I've done something that is working and I think it will work for you. I think he was saying that to Paul Rose.
Or motorcycle.
Oh.
Lately for me, my main time to the eBay funds to go to home. I'm just reading this, so you don't have to leave. I act 18, but I'm 53 now. I think that just happens to us. So some of us are just kids forever. I don't think we grow up. I can't imagine. Like, can you imagine me, like, being mature or anything?
No.
Yeah. It's not.
I can't imagine being mature either.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have a collective age of 26. Am I right? Sorry, Punk.
So
Where's the rim shot? Where's rim shot?
I don't know. Oh, show your big new device.
Oh, check out.
I'm talking about this.
Don't say that. Patricia's here.
Stop.
I got more buttons. It's a much bigger button box, so now I can fit on more
like
sounds.
1.5 times
No,
larger.
it's like I think it's.
Oh,
it's
2
like this,
times, really?
this. It's like 2 2/3 the size.
But anyhow, Ed was saying that I don't know if my neighbors eat fish regularly, but my immediate next door neighbor practices nail art, and sometimes the acetone smell wafts into my place.
Wait, nail art? Oh, nail art. Acetone. I know all these words, so now I know exactly what he's saying at this point.
Jim is saying the quote of the day: I can't share walls with anyone because of the fish. You do always come up with something silly.
I mean, these are just things that are true, and I like to lay down the law. Lay down the law.
Oh no, Paul Rose, we did bring up death.
Yeah, no, we did death. Yeah.
The horrible footage live of someone burning themselves outside of the
New York City this afternoon here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the
checklist.
Yeah.
We've checked everything off.
Was that on his checklist? On that guy's? I'd like to burn.
No,
Emoliate.
don't go there.
It's emoliate, right? Patricia Biff, is it emoliate? I think that is the word for burning yourself.
Ooh.
I didn't look it up. This just came from my brain. My brain works with stupid words that you never use.
Silver Hair's like, that's a buttload of buttons. It is. So we're going to be able to add a ton more sound effects.
So we had 5 pages of buttons, so I couldn't, it was hard to go between. This is 2 pages and they're not even full yet. So I can do adding machine. That's always a hit.
All right, zip it. You can't even zip it. Look, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I can do the
zip it.
Zip it A.
Look, I'm Zippy Longstocking. When a problem comes along,
You must zip it. Yeah, we don't need to listen to that. We got Jet. If Jet was here, it would do that. Emoliate.
Okay.
See? Emolate. Emolate. It's not emoliate.
Oh, wait. So,
Sorry.
okay.
And we got Me6. And we got Hey Frost. We got crickets for when it's boring. He makes. Hey Frost has a hurt shoulder, everybody, just so you know.
How dare you?
We have how dare you,
Blah, blah,
blah blah blah. With the other how dare you.
Ed's saying, I'll bring it back around to
gun.
excrement. The poo-poo platter now served at Texas Roadhouse.
We have
Poo-poo flat.
we have John doing poo
And
poo
he's
platter.
apologizing.
I was so excited and happy when John said poo poo platter. I was like, that's forever. That's a forever
And
soundbite.
Ryan's spelling was correct. Patricia was apologizing for her spelling.
Oh, so I did say it right. No, it's immolation, not emoliation.
Yeah. And Ryan was saying, I'm a lightweight, 2 beers, and I'm buzzed, even though I'm a big guy. I mean, Corona is not that high.
Yeah, it's
in
not.
alcohol.
I don't know what it is, but that beer in England is so delicious and good. The Young's Bitter. That was like my thing. I'm sure it still is, right? Young's is probably still brand over there. And that beer, it was so delicious, and it's definitely more than 5%. But I was 16, so 5% at 16 is probably pretty high.
Jovial is saying, yeah, time to move. Should be against the law to reheat fish in the employee break room. Seems to linger for days.
Vom.
I feel like that is like, that's one of those ongoing memes, cliches, whatever, about employees.
Fish walls, yeah.
Heating up fish or eating fish.
We don't. Yeah, I don't do fish. I don't actually. We don't really partake in fish too much. It's like mahi, but like Costco frozen. Like fresh fish always ends in a disaster. Our last one, when we went and got that beautiful sockeye salmon thing, and it was just full of bones, and we were like, "This is not even fun."
Yeah,
this isn't even fun.
It away.
A choking hazard just to eat
I
fish.
couldn't. I don't want to pick out bones.
No, I'm not a buzzard.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm bringing home a baby.
So yeah, Josh was talking about the thing that's working for him, that it's for parts people. So I wonder,
that's for Motorcycle Dork.
And you know what I was thinking too?
We watched your video.
I know that Josh
MD
often has some like higher end like decorative stuff, and I'm wondering if you've ever looked at selling on First Dibs.
Who? Josh?
Yeah.
First Dibs is good, but you have to. It's kind of like one of those places where you have to have an in.
Oh,
you have to like get like, someone to vouch for you, almost. Not totally, but sort of. They have so many dealers, but if you can get in there, it's great. And because the prices are the highest, but those prices that they ask at First Dibs are always. It's a safe bet that you might. No one's going to be insulted if you offer half price at First Dibs. They might not give it to you, but they're not going to be insulted because if you are a decorator or something, you get them for half price.
Yeah, I think a decorator's good at First Dibs.
For sure.
Sort of as a first stop.
James says we need a Pee Wee Herman noise when somebody says the magical word. Yeah, we do.
Oh, good one. Okay.
Good morning. I'm here.
All right, let me write this down.
That's when he sees his bike in the morning. I love that.
Oh. Okay.
We don't have those. The more we know.
Okay.
There are a lot of craft beers here, but also all the standard beers. I'm a lager lout in general. They go down too quick. Yes, I like those thick pumped up from the basement beers. Those are nice. I like my beer to be like in a hand-hewn wooden barrel.
Okay, so...
Did you see Biff did some swordfish last night?
Yeah.
Now, you would like swordfish. I think you...
Oh, okay.
I've made it before. It's just... it's good. It's like a nice... it's like cooked tuna. It's like similar to tuna, I think. Like actual... Not tuna fish, but tuna steak. But, because usually I've been, for the past years and years, I have fairly rare tuna. But this is, you cook the swordfish.
imagine.
I don't think you grill it.
No thanks on the...
You cook it like a hard chicken wing.
Rare tuna.
I love that. I'll just eat it just raw. That's called poke.
It is pokey, not... Oh, it's poke, not pokey. We have a ton of craft breweries here in Vermont.
I think we invented them. Almost.
Yeah, seriously.
Actually, California invented.
And what's the one that was really popular where people were lining up at
Alchemist.
The Alchemist?
The Heady Topper.
Oh yeah, Heady Topper.
That's from the Alchemist.
And people out of state.
Yeah, I'm having 2 beer. I'm having a second one.
People out of state would contact their friends here and be like, send some to me, because it was really hard to get out of state, but it was even really hard to get here. But I think that fad sort of has faded some. Now you can get it easily. They
were like the triple, double, quadruple hoppy hopsters.
It's like one beer and it's almost like you drank a cocktail. They were really high in alcohol content, right?
They were, but it was the hoppy nature, and
okay.
It was very hoppy and hops. Just the hops is the word. Swordfish, buzzard life, living off roadkill.
What?
Ryan said, I hardly ever eat fish. My local Schnucks has stuffed salmon in the meat seafood department. It's like smoky applewood and bacon. Well, that sounds great. Also, a feta stuffed one.
Well,
yeah, if you're
smoky
gonna stuff
apple,
it with
bacon, and feta sounds delicious.
If you're going to stuff it with everything that's delicious, then
and
anything
they cook
tastes good.
I don't know.
You could stuff a shoe with that stuff and it would taste good, right?
Schnucks. It would.
Don't say words you don't know, because I don't know if that's rude or something.
Oh.
You might have rude words over there that we don't have here, so we don't know.
I don't think
we just
Ryan
walk
would
into
be
a
saying
trap.
rude words.
Walk into a trap.
But Josh was saying that I've sourced on First Dibs, but I've not sold on there. I have local auction houses that I used for some artwork, and Christie's and Heritage will accept top tier stuff. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Jovial saying, Pee-wee, wanna see a picture of my bike? Oh, Pee-wee.
I know, he is awesome. And then I think also on First Dibs, I mean, they want you to, you have to be a dealer with stuff. So they don't have like just people who toy around. You can't really toy around on First Dibs. Like, I'm just gonna try it out and stuff. Like, they want you to come in being like a really world-class dealer with tons of merchandise to sell. That's like their thing. So it's very rare to find someone who doesn't have hundreds of items on First Dibs.
And then he was saying that Waddington's is great for Inuit and Native art.
Intuit? Is that like that's
Inuit.
like QuickBooks?
Oh, stop.
Oh.
Paul Rose, did you guys have Thunderbird cheap wine in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah.
Really? I've never heard. I don't.
Thunderbird? Yeah, we
used
had
to have a bottle of that getting ready to go out. That hair used to take some.
The last time I ever drank that. So we had Paul Rose. Yes. So because of we were mods at the time. We drank Thunderbird, and maybe Night Train is by the same company. That was like the red version. It's fortified wine, so it's like 20% alcohol or something. But it was white. Thunderbird was white wine, but it was fortified. The last thing I remember ever drinking that, I was vomiting in someone's hot tub in California like 35 years ago. So that's when I drank it, and I didn't drink it again.
And Ryan is saying that, yes, Schnucks is a St. Louis chain.
Oh, it's a chain store.
Yeah, I'm in Southern Missouri.
Awesome.
And then Paul Rose.
It kind of sounds like something rude, though. I don't know why. Maybe it's the UKS at
But
the end.
did you, Paul Rose, his comment, though, was saying that he used to have a bottle of that getting ready to go out. That hair used to take some bouffanting.
Oh, yeah. No, I think we had the same experience because it was a thing. But they made, like, little ones. They made little Thunderbirds, and they were really strong. But I remember the one I was drinking out of was a handle bottle, and it had like a little rim at the top so that it had like a pistol grip on it, because by the time you're like, hey, whoa, I don't know if I could hold on. I mean, it was like a big ball. It was like a bomb, and I was just pulling off of that thing. It was definitely more than one person's worth, but I think I bought it not really knowing, and the scooter guys weren't really like telling me. But then when I vomited in his hot tub, he was like, oh, well, you suck.
Silver hair.
Me? I suck. You didn't tell me not to drink this. And then I remember sitting under a tree, and then the sun went down, and then I went home.
Silver hair is saying Thunderbird, Ripple, and Boone's Farm, the trio of specialty wines.
Yeah.
Boone's Farm,
Strawberry
here.
Fields, was it called?
My friend and I, we were like 16 standing outside the alcohol store and asking people to buy wine for Strawberry Fields. And they would.
Is it Strawberry Fields?
Nowadays, no one could get away with that.
Fields?
Strawberry Fields.
Fields, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we would get the Strawberry Fields, Boone's Farm, and then we...
You would get it when I met you. That's how I met you, was you had Boone's Farm. Yeah. What's nice about Boone's Farm is making out, and you're all strawberry. And a little bit of barf, but, not too much.
Yeah.
Jet is here. Strawberry Hill.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Biff.
See?
Of course you would know.
Look at you.
Why was I saying Strawberry?
Because I said it, and then...
Yeah, it was Strawberry Hill. And...
Pride of Modesto. Is that where Thunderbird is from? And Night Train. Don't forget Night Train. That was the red fortified wine version of Thunderbird.
Ed was saying
it doesn't get enough respect.
Ed is reminding us that Vermont also has housed a number of craft hard cideries and meaderies in recent years. I prefer hard cider to beers these days.
Meaderies. Is that like a word? Can you use that?
I recommend Citizen Cider, awesome. Dirty Mayor, ginger cider.
That was your favorite.
Yeah, totally.
We went
through
a little phase of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Silverhair was saying walleye is a very tasty fish. I don't know if I want to eat something with the word
cider
in
is
it.
like a really top-notch cider, and that one has ginger in it, the Dirty Mare.
Yeah.
Well, he said ginger cider.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Indeed, world-class insults are one of our great exports these days. Biff Boffo. Schnucks. Now I have to look up. I've never had. I don't think walleye. I don't know. Fish just doesn't. I've had the best fish in Seattle, Washington, on Pikes Pier. I had a piece of halibut in garlic butter. That was the best fish I've ever had in my life. This was in 1987, 6 even. You can't top it. Like I've never had a piece of fish better than this halibut on Pikes Pier in Seattle, Washington.
Pikes Pier.
Pikes Pier, yeah. I think it's Pikes Pier, right?
Hey, Land Shark.
Land Shark is
Picker.
here.
Have you been here on our Friday show? This is our, like, tiki-centric.
Steve Vash is coming in with the MD
back.
2020. That's like that's like a 60s one, too. Ripple was around, too, because Fred Sanford would have the Ripple.
Wild Turkey, Dr. Pepper, boy.
Wild turkey and okay, so let's talk about wild turkey.
Have I ever had wild turkey?
I don't
think so.
Yes, you did, because there was a time when I had snowshoes were my winter beverage, which is it's basically a shot of wild turkey 101 with I don't remember the proportions, so don't go make it right now. I don't think anybody's going to. And then another shot of Rumplemints, or it might have not been Rumplemints. It might have been peppermint schnapps, but I think I was making it with Rumplemints and wild turkey. So it's whiskey and peppermint. And right now I kind of want to vomit a little bit just thinking about that.
I like whiskey and lemonade and ginger ale.
That's a Lynchburg lemonade. It's not bad. Is Lynchburg in Tennessee? We don't really drink whiskey. We drink bourbon for the most part. Because she doesn't choose that. She just lets me.
What is Maker's Mark?
That's bourbon. We just pretty much drink bourbons. But bourbons is bourbon whiskey. But it's the thing is that it comes from Bourbon County, Kentucky, where they have some sort of fish water or something that's special that makes it bourbon.
Mead is honey wine, Ed is saying.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I've had mead before, but that's not my favorite beverage on earth. But it's if you want to go to the do some jousting at the. I do feel a buzz. I can barely think.
What?
At the the fests where you dress up in your
Renaissance Fest?
Yeah, the Renaissance Fest where you got your wenches and you're drinking and you get some mead and some mushrooms apparently. Everyone at the fests are high on mushrooms and mead. I mean, this is just what I heard. I talk story.
Rumors.
It's the rumor.
You talk story. You're
Wild
so funny.
turkey and Dr. Pepper. Jeez, I can't imagine. Actually, I can't imagine. Josh Galt says anchor steam on a patio in Half Moon Bay.
Oh, Half Moon Bay.
Oh, anchor steam. What are you talking about? Anchor steam is, well, my family did live in, some of my family lived in Half Moon Bay, yes. So we spent lots of time there. And there is the little, at the bottom of San Gregorio. Actually, Josh, yeah, you mentioned that one place that's on US 1 on the freeway there, or the highway. But there is, at the bottom of San Gregorio, which is that little town, like it's right next to Half Moon Bay. It's not really a town, but it's a small little town. And it has rounded streets, and it was modeled after something, or some rich guy laid out the town. He's like, I'm going to build this town. And he did. And the streets are rounded, sort of. And at the bottom of that's a pier. And that's what we ate with Chris and Lisa and Sylvania. Remember that little place?
Yeah, that was nice.
And that was a good one.
I want to get
Sam's.
I want to get to Jet's comment, Jet Fixer, in a second, because look at it. But I want to just quickly read the others. So Paul Rose was saying that once made a high kicks blue Curacao, Sorry, cocktail kit, about 20 bottles.
Wait, what?
I think I cracked it too early. Sick as a dog. Paul, you have the funniest stories.
No, but I'm trying to think. But what's funny is that you have a very, very similar story. You see that his body was was for a week was
What are you
neon
talking
blue.
about?
Her story is that it was the time we've told the story about how you were like at the end of the night at the club when we were
Just
like
went to San Francisco, drank a whole bunch of Blue Hawaiians.
Blue Hawaiians
and
at
then
Club Deluxe on
my
Haight
lips
Street,
were
which is
blue
closed.
for like a week.
R.I.P. Club Deluxe. And your lips were blue for days, and you couldn't even go out on our last night, like to go out to the fish. It was at the fish market. Look at how everything ties together in a nice little bow. All the stories come together. And you missed the fish market, and now the
Blue
fish market is
Hawaiians
closed. Anchor Steam Brewery is closed. Sam's isn't there anymore. Probably. I'm just guessing that.
Biff paid off he says, I paid off my culinary externship with a bottle of Wild Turkey Rare.
Breed.
Why is that valuable? Rare
I mean,
breed?
it seems like he probably got a good deal if that's all he had to.
So what is a Mickey's Big Mouth? Jovial saying.
That's a beer.
Oh, okay.
That's a malt liquor beverage that's like in a little green grenade. And that was another beer from the California days that us young kids would get. Mickey's Big Mouth, Foster's, Thunderbird. These were like kind of crap alcohols, but they were what we did. So one Mickey's Big Mouth, if you drink that fast, the little hand grenade ones, that was enough to get you going for the evening.
I've never had one of those.
No, you.
No.
I feel like I tried to relive most of my youth at some point, and drag you with me.
So are you saying that we need to get those one of these days?
No, I don't think I ever need those again. But I do. We really liked them. And then there was like a new one that kind of came out. It was called Crazy Horse. They were like less than. I think Mickey's were 12 ounces, but then these Crazy Horses came out. They were ridiculous, like fortified. I don't know why we always want to drink malt beverage or fortified something. But Crazy Horse was the last one I remember. And they were like 8-ounce bottles. And you got like 24 of them or 50 of them in a case. There were so many. So you'd buy one. And then in California, because it was pretty much nice all the time, a lot of the parties that we went to had kegs. I mean, we had keggers all over the place.
There were a lot of keggers here, too, when I was a teenager.
You never see kegs anymore.
You really don't.
It's probably because we're not hanging out
all
with 18-year-olds
the fraternities
anymore.
and sorority. Yeah, right. It's because we're too old. Duh. Anyhow, Jet Fixer. My parents took me to the Tiki Resort in
awesome.
Lake George during the summer of '75. I'm trying to find the picture of me at the pool.
Yes,
oh
share that
goodness,
with
I
us.
so want to see that. We will be there this
Were you
summer.
with us last week when we were at the Tiki? I think you were here last week. We did
we had our
last show was at the Tiki
yeah.
Resort.
And Ed is saying
my arms have to get over here so they don't look cut off. There we go.
Oh yeah. Ed is saying that I just had a Trinidad sour the other day, rye whiskey, lemon, orgeat, and a hefty pour of I can't say that, bitters.
Angostura bitters.
Okay.
I don't even see it.
Oh, he loved it. You always make the best cocktails, that's for sure.
Ed made it?
Yeah. And
rye
by
whiskey,
the way,
yeah.
he always has on his show, which is tonight on BigHeavyWorld.com. You can stream his show starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. He always shares at 9 o'clock. He shares a cocktail recipe. He does a mocktail and cocktail recipe. 9 o'clock. So on Instagram, Exotic Ed.
So good.
But you can listen to it.
Beer smells so good.
Listen to him too.
Beer.
Ryan was saying my brother bought some type of honey mead called Viking's Blood. Me and him drank the entire bottle because it was so sweet and good. My wife had to help carry me to the car.
Carry to the emergency room?
I love sweet. I would probably end up.
You would.
Oh dear.
She's like got to have the Pinot. Is her favorite wine, and she just likes the sweets. I mean, it's good. It makes the the medicine go down.
I'm a sucker for sweets, sugar. I'm all about that. Sam's is still here, I think.
Okay.
I was going to definitely go to Sam's if I ended up in San Jose on the 9th.
San Ho is what we called it back in the day.
Lobster.
It's changed a lot. San Jose used to be in the 80s even. It was kind of like the, nobody goes to San Jose. Not even the tech companies. It wasn't until Adobe moved in there that it really, probably end of the 80s, Adobe moved in, and then it started getting cool, I guess.
And he's saying that the lobster rolls there are the best. Oh, and Ed was saying he didn't make the Trinidad
Do they
sour.
have lobster in
he had
California, or is it flown in from the East Coast? There must be lobsters in the Pacific, right? I just don't. You always heard about
nuclear ones.
nuclear reset lobsters.
But Ed got his Trinidad sour at the Burlington Mad River Distillery. Oh, Vermont Tiki, Chris! Yay!
Chris is here. Welcome.
We are at the Tiki Ti in LA.
We chilling. I like it when we do the big thing and we're all like, hi.
B5.
We're just big heads. Can we make heads bigger even? Let's see. NDI source. Where is that? Right here? Yeah. Check this out. Oh, no, I guess that's as big as I can go.
Oh. Oh, shucks.
Sorry, I can't make our heads even bigger.
We just want to be big eyeballs right now.
I hope you're not having it. Whoa!
Wait, arms up.
Now we're stuck.
We're on the roller coaster.
Nyan, loop-de-loops, nyan. Stonk. We're back at the gate. Oh, that was a nice ride. I want to go again.
It was fun for sure.
Steve Vash got so sick on Crazy Horse and St. Ides. No more of that for me. No, I guess once you do that, I don't think that's. I don't know. Press it, see what happens. Now we're just in the void.
We're in the black void.
Oh, help us.
Oh.
Now we're tiny back at the Tiki Ti.
Oh, we're sitting. Oh, hey. Oh, wait. That was the guy that was all like angry.
Oh, yeah. They didn't want us to take pictures of them because they were. Actually, it is interesting. I saw Carl Weathers. I saw some actor there that I don't know who it was. But a lot of actors go here, so they're all uptight. Like, don't take our picture. I'll take your picture. I did take their picture. I mean, I didn't stop taking their picture just because they said, don't take my picture. Can you imagine somebody saying, don't take my picture?
Well, do you know who I am? Don't be in public then.
Yeah, don't be in pubs.
No, I don't know.
Don't be in pubics.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, please. No, you.
Oh, okay.
All in. Please. Chivalry is not dead. Sputnik Monkey!
Aloha!
Welcome!
Haven't seen you in a while.
Have you been around? Are you just we have not seen you for quite a while. Thank you very much for the super chat.
So Sputnik is saying this is what I'm making when I get horn. No.
That is what it says. It says hom.
No, gin, homemade dry vermouth, and orange peel, smoked with applewood with piece of rosemary.
Now you're saying smoked with. Nice. Are you saying you're gonna put it in the glass thing over the top of it and smoke it? My mom's here too?
Yes.
Aloha. My mom is Penny Lane. Everybody be nice to Penny Lane. Not that you wouldn't be nice. I'm just saying.
Sputnik is saying work. Been a while. Sorry.
Yeah, we're just a couple of dinks traveling the globe. That's right. We should obviously this is what we should have done during the pandemic, but we're not smart enough to figure that out.
No, we're stupid.
Yeah. So you can just put us in the toilet and flush.
Carla was saying Little Kings. Paul Rose up above was saying those cheap spirits back in the day. One of the sleaziest here was Clan Dew. Ooh, Scotch whiskey and
white wine.
Ooh.
But why? But why?
Little Kings, Carla Olsen, Steve. Oh, you already read that. Jovial was saying my first taste of alcohol was malt duck.
Malt duck.
First and last time I drank it, sick as a dog.
I know what cold duck is. Cold duck is kind of a white sparkling wine, but I don't know what malt duck doesn't sound the same.
So Biff is saying if you like sweet wines, you should seek out Saint Superi Moscato. You're welcome.
Okay, try that Saint Superi Moscato. Yeah, remember you liked the Gewürztraminer, whatever. German white wine. We don't get that much. Oh, and you love the holiday wine. Remember we got the holiday?
Oh, yeah. What was that?
The Dinkelspiel. I don't know. It's some German word. Where's WTF when you need him?
Patricia or Biff will come in with the name of it, or Ed.
The spiced wine that we had, Trader Joe's had it, but
what is that?
The mulled wine, but it's from Germany. It has a name, some sort of name. You see Paul Rose in Mexico once. He's not allowed back there, folks, but he was in Mexico once. Went to the bar 3 times and was charged different prices each time for the same beer. Time to move bars. Well, I think they just probably looked at you and they're like, okay, so he's been in here 3 times. Was that on the same night? Am I understanding this? It's on the same night? Each time you go in, they're like, this guy's not going to know anything. Let's just charge a bar. But they didn't know. Paul Rose keeps his receipts and checks them the next morning. And then he pulls out, I remember this, going to the bar, and I always thought of it as counting the wet singles, because no matter what, if I go to the bar, which I don't do and I haven't done in many years, but all the money's gone. Like the everything's cleaned out, everybody's poor, and in the morning you reach into your pocket and there's maybe like 1 or 2 half $1 bills that are soggy. That's
the same time, one after another.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think they may
wait
have
for
been
you
saying,
to get a little drunk, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we add $1.
Okay,
there was a place in Santa Barbara. See, this is the talk story hour. I always got stories, especially if you're going to talk about booze. A place called the Wednesday nights or Thursday nights. It was at a certain bar, and it was called it was crazy, called Countdown. And if you got there at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you got 5 drinks for $1. Oh, no, 5 drinks for the price of 1. And then 5 o'clock, it was 4 drinks for the price of 1. At 6 o'clock, it was 3 drinks for the price of 1, and so on and so forth. So it was actually, everything had a sort of nefarious name too, and so Countdown was often called Mountdown because it was
the final meltdown. Okay, so Patricia.
By the way, Sputnik Monkey is actually smoking his own thing. So he's going to do Mr. Cocktail, who's in here, Mr. Cocktail. He does that too, and he puts the jar over the top of his drink, and you smoke it in there with actual smoke. You used to build a tiny little fire. And you got to build it right. Like you get your merit badge and you put up the little things, and then you put a little piece of bacon on it and you burn it. You got a little applewood matchsticks and you burn it, and then it gives a nice little aura. I don't smoke cigars, but I would feel like that would go with a cigar, a smoked cocktail. Not gin though. Does gin go with cigars? I think I need like a Davidoff or some sort of like gin ton.
So Biff and Patricia came back with the wine.
Oh, Lieb from Milch.
Not mold though, but Biff was saying glue
vine. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Glue vine. Yeah. It sounds like glue, but it's wine.
Paul, I'm glad I'm not a big drinker regularly now. With people paying by card, I would have screamed every time I woke up.
Yeah. Yeah, all the money just, yeah. I mean, like if we went to not like the Tiki Ti. I mean, you go there nowadays because we're old. You go there with a set amount of money. You can't drink more than that because you'll just be dead. So why bother? But back in the day, it was all about reckless abandon, I suppose.
Right.
I'm supposed I didn't just bump into Paul Rose on some random side of a building. I got my cowboy boots on. He's got his cowboy boots on. We're on the side of a building. This is how it works.
Bye, Jim.
Jim's
Aloha.
gotta go.
Thanks for
Holy
being here.
cow.
Love you.
Do you see the time?
Today has just flown by. This hour. What the heck just happened now?
Love you guys. We'll be seeing you soon. Not too much longer. 70, 60 days or something until Ohana.
Yeah, and Mr. Cocktail is Jim. Jim and Genevieve. They will be at Ohana.
Genevieve.
Oh, dang it.
You did it. It's your fault. You're going to be in the penalty box all weekend.
Stop. Sorry, Genevieve.
Just stick with Jen and you'll never be wrong.
Yes, I should, yeah. Ryan was saying Sprite does not go with cigars. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Vomit emoji.
So we got in a new thing today. So we've got poop, we've got death, we've got boobs, just a glancing boob.
Oh, vomits now.
And then now we got vomit.
The
Yeah.
fourth. So bodily functions. Well, although boobs are not bodily functions, but
No, boobs are just great. We're probably both on the same wanted poster. We may be. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. They never caught me, though. They never caught me. Did they? I wouldn't probably remember. No, they did catch me once in Santa Barbara. They definitely caught us. But we didn't make it hard. That's when we were falling out of the car. We couldn't drive anymore, so we just stopped and we just fell out of the car listening to Bing Crosby Christmas hits.
Chris is saying I would keep the Pop Tops in my pocket to remember my count. That's clever.
Yeah. Wait, what are Pop Tops?
Are they from the can?
You're talking from the thing, right? So you can keep actual track. See, Chris is a teacher, so he's smart. He knows how to do stuff like count, like history, like that we have history.
Count.
Yeah, you can count without an adding machine. Always there. And all that equals
Poo-poo platter.
Or
belch. Well, you guys, we'll wait for Loverboy to come on here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Loverboy will be like a couple minutes. Okay, so Paul is saying they only caught me once too, back when I used to wear a lot of jewelry and you had to remove it all. Oh.
So Paul, did you have the what do you call the bangles? No. Did you have like the stuff around your arms, the little bracelets, but a bunch of them? What are the bracelets called? You had
bangles.
They are called bangles? Yeah. So you have like a whole bunch of bracelets on your arm, and then you have a leather jacket, and because you go in and out, or you have rings too, and because you go in and out of the leather jacket so much, the inside lining gets frayed because you have so much jewelry in your arm.
Do
Paul
guys
Rose,
really wear a lot of bangles?
back in the days, yeah.
But bangles are usually like round and they jingle jangle.
Yeah. Guys wore those.
Oh, okay.
Lots of earrings, bracelets, chains. Yeah.
Set.
So
wait, were you a punk or were you a hair metal?
He was a metal.
Oh, okay.
I think I recall that. And did your leather jacket have was it ripped up on the inside? That's the important thing. Oh, rocker. Lining. But in England they're called rockers.
Did you ever use egg yolk? That's really more for mohawks.
For the hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did that. Or gelatin. Yeah, we did. I've done gelatin before. I mean, early. Before I knew that I looked really dumb. I did Liberty spikes. I mean, I just had normal, I had a bowl cut actually in the 80s. And then I did Liberty spikes with gelatin. And I dyed my hair black with temporary black dye, which kind of washed out. So the gelatin kind of melted the dye, and it looked chunky because we didn't mix the gelatin right. Gross. But I still went out with it.
Sounds like
it just looked like a big mess.
Like a fruit salad.
That's what my hair looked. I had the punk fruit salad.
Okay, yeah. Paul's saying they call us headbangers, but hard rock mainly. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
A leather jacket.
Yeah, I totally.
That's what I'm saying.
We had headbangers here too in the U.S.
What's the radio show that has the Friday night? That's Exotic Ed. That's in our audience right now. Yeah. So you go to
yeah. Can we go to it? It's bigheavyworld.com, and on their website they have a live streaming for their radio station called The Radiator, and he is on at 8 till 10 p.m. Eastern time, and he plays Exotica,
Surf music,
rockabilly,
hula billy.
Yeah, like some international. Just
So where's the streaming
really
thing? Where's the actual
stuff.
streaming? Live stream. So the Radiator.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of BigHeavyWorld.com is 105.9 The Radiator live stream. So you click on that, and then there you are.
And then usually around 9 o'clock, he simultaneously will do a live stream on Instagram, and he's Exotic Ed on Instagram.
Did we finish these? Oh, look at here's me with Mike, the guy, the bartender, and then here's us. Excuse me, I just burped from the beer. Excuse me, I have to burp again. And then that make America Tiki again. This was in This was in 2017.
Yeah.
So it was a good apropos for the time there.
Yeah.
And then you can read a little article on Eater Los Angeles, also Punch, which is a bar thing. Oh, look at how you recognize this back picture here a little bit. And then here is us after we went to Tiki Ti in LA, and then we actually made it to Hawaii, which was kind of an ordeal. That's us sitting on the beach of Waikiki having a cocktail after we went to Tiki Ti. And
that
now,
was fun.
it wasn't it nice? It was really cool, and it was in January, which makes I felt like kind of like a rock star going to Hawaii in January, because you don't want to be there's no place to be except for Hawaii in January.
Yeah, it's a great time of year to go to Hawaii for sure.
And look,
not as many tourists.
Half my drink is gone. You haven't even started yours yet.
And the weather is really nice in January. It's not too humid. It was really great. Yeah.
And you can tell by the noise of the of Loverboy there. It's time for us to go. And thank you all for joining us here.
Go big.
And sorry. And we love you guys. Thank you guys. Oops, that's too far. Thank you for joining us here at the Tiki Ti in lovely, sunny Los Angeles via Vermont. Somehow we did that. And we just did the Star Trek thing right into here, and that's it.
And then on a couple final notes, we have Motorcycle Dork is laughing.
Sputnik Monkey's here, remember?
Yes, Sputnik. How do I get you a Vimo link to my smoky drink video?
Primo Kimo Instagram. Primo Kimo on Instagram.
Ed is thanking Ryan. Thanks so much for listening. Paul Rose, aloha all. Have a great weekend. Ryan, Edward Burke, welcome, bro.
Christopher Bellick, aloha.
Chris, and hi to Michelle and the fam. Motorcycle Dork, aloha. Nancy, love you so much. Thank you for being here, everyone, and starting off our weekend great.
That's right, everybody. It's time to go. Love everybody.
Josh, thanks for being here. Patricia. Jovial.
Sputnik Monkey, did you say thank you for the super chat, Sputnik Monkey?
Yes, thank you so very much. Just everyone. Paul Rose,
Biff Buffo, Mike Saller. Yes. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday at 1 o'clock for some eBay talk where we're not in the bar. We'll try to nurse this hangover from the 2 8-ounce beers that we had. Have a great weekend. We love you all.
Thank you.